Hi everyone, welcome to Digital Marketing Talks, a place for you to learn and grow your business with digital marketing tips, tricks, and strategies. Using Instagram to market your small business is a mighty way to grow your audience and sales. Instagram is an extremely powerful platform that can help you market your business and leverage your selling opportunities by reaching out to potential customers. Here is an interesting fact. Instagram has more than 1.16 billion monthly active users worldwide, and it's still growing. So do stick till the end because today my guest will be sharing marketing strategies for small businesses on Instagram. So let's get started. This talk is intended for educational purposes only. My guest today is Safia Morgan. She's a CEO of Glow All Natural Products. She has been running this e-commerce business for about 7 years now, selling high-quality products to health-conscious consumers. So let's welcome her to the show. Hi, Safia. How are you doing?
Hi, I am doing great. Thank you so much for having me on your digital talk show. I really appreciate the opportunity. I don't think I have a lot of followers on Instagram. I know people that have a lot more, but I can definitely share with you my journey and what I've been doing so far.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, any fun fact, and about your business.
Well, myself, I am Sophia Morgan, and I'm a mother of three kids. I have had a e-commerce business for about 7 years. I sell all natural moisturizers, and they come in this cute little can. It's basically like coconut oil, shea butter, essential oils. It's therapeutic, smells really good. People loved it, so I decided to start my business selling Glow moisturizer. I've been basically just online for now. I did go to shows and stuff, but I don't have like a brick and mortar or anything. Um, and my kids, I started when my daughter was a baby. So my kids kind of grew up seeing mommy like running a business and, mommy's an entrepreneur. So they learned a lot from me. And now they're older and they all want to be entrepreneurs. And I'm like, you guys, seriously, it's a lonely, lonely place. Don't get too
Mhm.
into it. But other than that, I was a kindergarten teacher for 3 years. I taught a little bit in other schools before that, so I do teach as well. I'm an educator, and I kind of like teach my kindergartners how to be entrepreneurs as well. Like, here's how you create something. Here's how you scale it up, and I kind of just put my entrepreneurial spirit onto everyone. But other than
That's
that,
good.
pretty boring. Oh,
Yeah, you have so
fun
much work to
fact.
do for your business. So
Uh, yes, yes, definitely. I don't really have a fun fact. I don't really have a fun fact. I'll think of one. By the end of the show, I'll have one.
hmm And you also do a show on Instagram as well, right?
Yes, yes. I do run a networking show called Coffee and Business, and that's why I brought my coffee. I don't know if you mind, but I brought my coffee with me. It goes with me
It's
everywhere.
fine.
Uh, I have a show on Instagram. The page itself is just called Coffee and Business. And it's a super fun project that I started not too long. I think started in like May of 2020. And I was actually planning ahead before I started it. So from like March to May, I was planning ahead on like how I want to run it, what I want to do with it. And so it's been pretty cool because I had my Glow page for a very long time, maybe like 5 or 6 years on Instagram. And then I turned that page into my networking page. So you may think like, wow, she started this very recently and she has all these. It's like, no, I've had this page for such a long time. It's just now I'm really active on it. My page has been active now more than it's ever been. And that's one of the tips I want to give on the Instagram, how to grow your Instagram business is just to be really as active as possible. And if you can't be active, then maybe you can use a tool to keep you like looking active while you relax.
Yeah, so let's get started here. So what should be the primary goal of using Instagram marketing? to grow your small business?
I think a good goal that you can start with is like trying to serve your followers, right? So like have a purpose for your page. For instance, my page before, I started the business, the coffee and business, pardon me, before I started the coffee and business was to give out skincare tips, right? Using my product, how to use it, what it's good for, tips on like how to take care of your skin. But that was such a saturated field that it just kind of got drowned, so to say, in the Instagram world. And if you're not like really flashy or a dermatologist or an esthetician, your skincare tips are not going to be like as valid. So if you have a page whose purpose is a content that's already saturated, try to personalize it. So basically, give out really beneficial information and try to make it as personal as possible. So with the Glow Moisturizer, I made it personal by saying, hey, I created this. Hey, this is my product. Hey, this is something that, I did after my daughter was born, handling 3 kids and a business. So it kind of personalized it. And with the coffee and business, I kind of opened up the world of like, I'm not just an entrepreneur. I actually have done networking and marketing for a very long time before this. And I think that's why in the beginning it was so easy for me to book shows because I knew so many people in the business world because of being in business for 8 years. So now the purpose has changed a little bit. I would say it's like a little bit of a pivot. Instead of giving beneficial skincare tips, I'm now giving tips on, like I'm now bringing business owners onto my show and saying, hey, what are some tips you have? You seem to have your business, growing, what struggles did you go through? How did you overcome them? So this beneficial information is not just like 2 people chatting over coffee. I make sure that the questions are geared toward benefiting the aspiring entrepreneurs or the people who have already started their business. So I kind of just went from like, let me help you with your skincare, and then let me open up my personality a little bit more and tell you about myself. And then here's some business tips that you can use. So my page is really beneficial in all those ways. You scroll down more, you get your skincare tips. If you look into the page more, you'll see my personality. And then if you watch the interviews, which are all saved on my Instagram TV, you'll get those business tips. So it's very beneficial. And the goal basically is to like educate people and motivate them and inspire them.
And it depends on your business as well, like what type of goal actually you're setting, right? Because you're in a product based business, right? And then you are providing some, right now you're also providing them with valuable education or tips on business side as well, right? So of course it depends on both sides, if you have the product based business or just a service based business. So when you are actually promoting your business on Instagram, the only it's not just the number one thing that you are promoting it on Instagram. There are so many other ways that you're using in your marketing funnel. You have a website, you have your email list, right? You do use some monetization methods as well, right? So, what are the current strategies to market your small business on Instagram? And if you can maybe give us like a step by step some strategies, so that way a small business who is actually just starting out, or if they're looking for some steps to just grow their business on Instagram, they can just understand those steps and they can just take those steps and grow their business.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a handbook for you. Um, and these are just things that I wrote down that I think were really helpful to me. So hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
if they were helpful to me, they will be helpful to others. Um, when I first started the coffee and business page, I'm just going to stick to the coffee and business page because my product is also advertised like Google ads, Facebook ads. Like there's a lot of like money involved in that one too. There's money involved in the coffee and business page, but let's stick to this page. How do we grow? How do we get out there? How do we just get to a point where people are still engaging and they're still interested in our content? So number one, I feel is collaborating. So once you have your page set up and you know your purpose, like you said, you know your goal, you know exactly what you want to get from the page, reach out and collaborate with like-minded people. Bring them either onto your page or collaborate with them with like tags. Hey, can you tag me, or can you share this story? People are more than willing to help you out. And if someone is an influencer, like in the business world, and they charge you for that, I would say definitely pay for it, because sometimes it could be worth it. And there's also classes that you can take to learn about influencer marketing, so that you're not just paying everyone to do stuff for you and it's not working. There's your
Right.
like ideal customer, there's your ideal client. So you want to like hone in on those and collaborate. You want to collaborate efficiently, and you want to collaborate without wasting your time or your money. So I would say learn more about influencer marketing, learn more about collaborating, and then go for it. You know, like don't just reach out to anyone. They might not have as much like pull as you would want. Um, and also, like when you post, you want to put up engaging content that's like really friendly to the eyes, I guess. Like your feed should be beautiful. Your feed should be like, it could be monochromatic. It could be just a theme that you have going on. All my flyers are the same. So when you scroll down through my feed, you can see either my interview shot or my flyers. So my flyers all look the same. So it's very it's like organized to your eyes, basically. So
Mm-hmm.
have a really nice feed, have story highlights, comment and like on other people's posts. So if you see someone that may reply to your comment or tag you, or you know someone who can, it's really a community, and you want to build that community. Like people who are in your Instagram content realm are kind of like your neighbors, and you want to be nice to your neighbors so that they can like help you out when you need help. So commenting and liking other people's posts, even just reaching out and saying, "Hey, I love your page. Just started following you." You really just need to be you need to be there. You need to expose yourself and be like, "Hey, I'm here. I'm on Instagram, I'm active. I'm ready to engage." And commenting on people, they see your comment, they see who you are, and if they see you often, they're gonna follow you. They're gonna comment back. People on Instagram are really, really like a tight knit community. And then Instagram really loves when you use all of their tools. So when you use stories, when you use highlights, when you use live, when you use reels. I haven't really gotten into reels because I would be recording for like 30 minutes and it's just trash. So I'm not a techie person. I can talk,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not a techie person. So the reels, they're a big thing now. You want to get into the reels. And then you want to have a purpose to your page that serves, right? So even if you have, let's say, a curated gift box company, you want to serve the people, right? So you can tell them like quotes about gifts, or gifts traditions in different countries, or just serve some type of purpose where it's higher than like, hey, buy my stuff. It's higher than that. It's like, hey, get to know me more. I want to share this cool information with you, that kind of thing. And then have like a catchy token. Like for me, my catch is like, I have coffee. Like every time you come to the Coffee and Business Show, we're enjoying coffee together and we're talking about business. So have something
Exactly.
catchy that creates that aura and your personality, and then always tie it back to what you believe in too. Like you don't want to lose yourself, right? A lot of people lose themselves in social media when they start getting attention. They say, oh, maybe if I do this or if I do this, people will pay attention to me more. Really stick to your professionality, really stick to your purpose. I see a lot of people out there who are just kind of putting what they believe in aside and just trying to entertain. And I just totally, I can't do it myself. I can't get myself to like be an entertainer. I try to be funny sometimes, but it only works like 50% of the time. Also organize your feed. So if your feed has, if people know what to expect, basically, okay, I saw a live show from Sophia. I'm expecting to see either a poster or a flyer or a giveaway, right? So every week we have a giveaway. People will know what to expect. So organize your feed as you would organize like your anything at work, your binder, alphabetical order, whatever. Organize it, make it look nice, make it look, Like people have messaged me on Instagram like, "Oh my God, I love your feed. Like your Instagram feed looks so calming and soothing. Don't make it messy and like have just random stuff on there. Just stick to the purpose, stick to the goal." And then
So how much
be
time
patient.
do you spend on when you're going to Instagram? Like, of course, you have a very specific time that you're spending on the platform. So, do you plan your timing as well? That okay, this much time I'm going to be spending on just engaging with my customers, or this much time I'm just spending on creating the content for it? Because these two are they're two very different things, right? So, how much time do you spend when you are going on Instagram?
Ooh, that's a good question because I don't really keep track. I have my designer make a flyer, I post it, I say join me, that's it, I'm done. And then
Uh-huh.
I'll just answer comments throughout the day. But going out and engaging in other posts, I would say you don't need to spend more than like 30 minutes a day. That's even a lot. Like you want to comment and post on at least, or comment and like at least 20 to 30 posts, but make sure it's people that number one you follow or and number two people in your niche. Like you don't want to just go out and comment on people who are like musicians or something and you have like a
Mhm.
business networking show. You want to comment on people who have small businesses, and which I realized during quarantine that Instagram is full of small businesses because it's a visual place, right? Facebook is like you read a lot. On Instagram you see a lot. So it's a
Mhm.
very visual place. So if you have your visuals set up as a small business, you want to be on Instagram. So there's a lot of small businesses on there. I probably spend like 30 minutes engaging. It really just depends because sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to answer some comments. And then sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm really looking for a small business to interview. So I'm going to go look and engage and see how, how people are like engaging with each other or whatever. So I go look for them that way. Um, and I want to say, if you, the more time you spend, the more, of course, the more you're going to get back. But if you're homeschooling your kids and you have a house to take care of and you have all this stuff to do, you're not necessarily spending a lot of time on Instagram. I would say
Right.
30 minutes a day is my max. And then also you can see your insights when you go to your page insights. You can see like when people are looking at your content, when people are reading your content, like what businesses are coming to read your content, and you can see like, okay, at 3 p.m. it's really high, there's a lot of engagement, but at 12 p.m. it's low. So you want to get on and you want to like do things in the time where it's high, so you don't have to plan. Instagram plans for you.
Exactly. And engagement is a very, very important point here because Instagram algorithm actually gives you more and more reach. The more time you're spending on your platform, the more your reach will be. And depending on what type of businesses you're interacting with and how much time you're spending, it actually increases your reach. So, are there any other strategies that you want to share with other small businesses that they can grow their business on Instagram?
No, just be really patient. Like, be patient. Don't think that it's going to come overnight. There was times where I got a lot of followers because I collaborated with someone who had like 100,000 followers, and like, oh, let me follow Coffee and Business because she collaborated with this person. So there's some jumps. There's some times where you're not going to get much. Just stay active, stay consistent, and stay ready to like answer comments or like go on and go live. Get ready to go live. Maybe do some little video clips. I haven't been doing them lately. I feel bad, but and it's been kind of a hiatus because of COVID and stuff. But just be patient. Reach out to influencers. They may charge you, but definitely it's worth it. And then personalize your brand. So make your brand you, like make you your brand, make your brand you, make it so that when people know your brand, they know you. So personalize it a little bit. Plan ahead. I think I planned 6 months ahead before I even started the show. I had interviews lined up for the next 6 months. So that really helped me relax and calm down. Like I know what's going to happen. I got all the
Mhm.
flyers ready, everything. And then I just started shooting them out like, okay, this Sunday I have this person. This Sunday I have this person. It's every Sunday at 12 p.m. So, and then people started reaching out to me saying, hey, can I be on your show? And I'm like, oh, crap. I'm already booked for 6 months. So I'm like, yeah, maybe we could do a Saturday. So I put them on Saturday. So I was like booking so many shows. And then you want to like, you want to know what you want to put out there, right? So some people, they start an Instagram page, they don't really know what content. Some people say, oh, I get content ideas from some website. And it's like, okay, but they're kind of just telling you what to say. You want to know what you have to offer. Like being in the business world for so long, I know now that I have a lot more to offer. I have a lot more tips. I have a lot more, personality. I have a lot more growth that I can offer. So know exactly what you want to offer before you show it to people.
Exactly. And you have to be yourself, right? You can't just you have to show what you are doing, but in a way that it inspires others, that they are willing to become your customers, right? But you cannot just sit in front and just ask them to just come and buy stuff from you. You have to be very creative in terms of that. But especially on Instagram, people mostly they're just watching photos or videos, right? So if you're
Yeah,
creative and
they're
you
just
are just
scrolling. You have to be,
right, right. So you have to
yeah,
be very, very creative in terms of that.
they're just
And
scrolling through.
how much do you like I've seen people, sometimes people are just like after followers or likes, and sometimes these vanity metrics, they are not really really important for you. The most important thing is your customer. If you are getting anybody who is liking your, yeah, people will like your page once you will have that brand identity set up, then people
Hmm.
will actually come and buy your products or services, whatever you're selling on Instagram, right? But then how do you make sure that uh, you have a specific number of following, but then what is your suggestion for any small business for not just going after followers or likes, because people are actually buying likes and
Yeah,
followers as well, and they're not going to do anything for
yeah.
you. So what is your suggestion
No.
on that?
It goes back to being patient. Like followers will come when your brand is authenticated, when it's, when you know that people can trust you, or you have something entertaining and beneficial, like my show. It's entertaining, it's beneficial for others, and it helps other people grow. Like I've had people message me saying, "Thank you so much for putting on that show with that author. I've been looking for something like this, and she helped me." You try to help people. But Instagram is not the end all be all, and you shouldn't. My phone is running out of battery. I'm sorry. You shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. You want Instagram to be a part of your marketing, but not all of your marketing. So you want to build a tribe, like a real friend tribe. Like, okay, I have family, they have friends. Send this text message to 10 friends. Like it's like you want to build it. You want to say, hey, can you talk about my product to this person? Hey, can you, and it's a real life thing. It's not on Instagram. It's a real life thing. I think I did that a lot before even understanding what Instagram was. I had so many customers before Instagram. So these you know, hundreds of customers who I've already sold product to, they know, oh yeah, I know her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's on Instagram now. It's not like, oh, she's on Instagram. This is the first time I'm seeing her. No, no, no. You want to build before you even, you want to grow before you grow. So don't make Instagram like your end all be all. It's not the end of the earth. Um, Build your tribe within, your own network, and build it big. And then once you start on Instagram, you'll get like that flush of followers. And then people will be like, oh, she seems trusted because a lot of people are following her and talking about her. Then it just goes from there.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very valuable tip for anybody who is actually trying to market their business on Instagram. So, are you using any type of tools as well on Instagram to for scheduling? what is your suggestion to any small business who is just, because most of the time small businesses, they're doing most work by themselves. They don't have that type of budget to just hire people or have other people do their work for them. So I think
Yeah.
scheduling is the way to go here when you really want to build your tribe, or you really want to build your following on Instagram. So do you use any tools in for scheduling?
I don't schedule my posts. I just kind of post when I can, and I post at least once a day. I try to post at least once a day, which is good enough. If you're using
Mhm.
like live and stories and all that, and you're active, because
Mhm.
if you want to just focus on Instagram, then you're going to be active on Instagram all the time. You'll get 20 to 30 followers a day if you're just active, right?
Mhm.
Which comes out to a lot, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, you're growing, you're building, and then once you grow, more people will come follow you. But there is something called Post Planner, and I used to use it a while ago, where I would plan all my content, but then it would get really hard for me to like think about the content, and then it would be so much easier for me to just think about it when I wanted to think about it. So that doesn't
Okay.
work for me. Like, I'm not the type of person to sit there and plan out the week. Like, it didn't work for me. It's a pretty cool tool though. If you are someone who just wants to forget about posting, the problem is when you use a planner, your post can be coming out and onto your Instagram feed, and then like people are commenting, but you're not paying attention because you're just like, it's a scheduled post. So
Mhm.
I feel like when you do post, your brain is kind of like, hey, check on the post you did today. So that doesn't work for me, but if you like to plan it out, you can definitely use Post Planner.
Yeah, definitely. You can be more focused on when you're actually going to do it. But of course, when a small business, sometimes they have a lot of things to do. So it's not easier to
It's,
have
yeah.
things done like on a daily basis. It's not that easy. So yeah, definitely, but there are tools that you can use to schedule your posts, and you can plan your all the contents and everything on for like on a monthly basis, and it will be much easier for you to go from there. And what is your what do you suggest to any business to measure their growth on Instagram? Like, how can they measure the growth, the vanity metrics, and all of these things when they're trying to grow their business?
It's not necessarily about how many followers you have. I don't feel like I have a lot of followers. I feel like people have way more than me. It's really about your engagement. So, like, put out engaging content. Like, what did you have for breakfast this morning, or whatever? Like, some question. What did you put in your coffee? What's your favorite drink, or whatever? Like, something that engages them. And then every time I put a flyer, okay, post your questions for this person. This person's a photographer. This person is a advice. She's a life coach. Post your questions in the comments. So just, it's really about how many people are engaging with you, and that actually brings your post up to be exposed to more people. And then also like putting your post in your story saying, hey, show my post some love, whatever, and then they comment more. Or being a part of a group, like a group of maybe like 30 or 35 businesses, saying, hey guys, I just posted something new. Can you guys, you can ask for comments. It's not a big deal. And people would be happy to put like a heart, or, oh, this is so nice, or whatever. They would be happy to help. Support groups are great. Um, and just having like, that when you are commenting on other people's stuff and they follow you, they're going to reciprocate just because, they know that it's a give and take.
Exactly. And what is your take on hashtags on Instagram? How do you manage to find valuable hashtags? Because of course you can't be very broad, especially in terms of when you're trying to sell any
Yeah.
product or service, or you can't have anything that can, instead of bringing customers to your page, it can just give them a different pointer. So, what is your strategy on
Yeah.
finding out valuable hashtags?
You can just go online and put best hashtags for photography. and it'll give you 30. You copy it and you paste it, and you can edit whatever you want. Say, okay, I don't want this one. I want this. Oh, I need this one in there. I usually try to put the hashtag coffee and business show on all of my posts.
Mhm.
So I mean, those are easily attainable. You can have your own group of hashtags, but your hashtags should be changing, and you should always use all 30. 30 hashtags are allowed. Use 30 because people do find your posts with hashtags. It's a great use of technology.
So recently, I've noticed like when Instagram actually changed their layout and their design and everything, that I heard that the hashtags were not working for some time, and even right now, I've noticed that people are complaining about sometimes that hashtags are not working. So have you noticed that thing as well? Have you like what was your strategy at that point?
I saw that hashtags with posts were reached less with hashtags, but to be honest, I haven't had the new layout. I didn't upgrade it or anything. So
Okay.
maybe that's why.
Okay. Yeah, it's a bit different than
But I haven't, I
the
mean,
previous one.
it's been changing. That's why I always say don't make Instagram your end all be all. Like, please go other places. Instagram will change on you. And I use promotions. I do promote my posts. I do put money into it. I'll tell you that. And it does work. Money always works. But do we all have the money to promote our posts? No, not really. So don't make Instagram like the end of the road, like go other places and market other, especially like word of mouth marketing. That's the best type of marketing. I think I had a leg up on that so much more before I started even Instagram because people were already talking about my product. They were saying, it's soft, it's smooth, it smells so good. Oh my God, have you tried this? It helped my feet, it helped my knees, it helped my elbows, my my eczema. Like people were just already talking about it. So when I, kind of put it on, on a vision board and Instagram, it helped people understand it.
That's great. Yeah, I think I need to go and buy that cream as well. I've checked your website 2, 3 times, but I've not gotten it yet. So. Okay. So, how
Yeah.
can people reach out to you if they're looking to buy moisturizers from you or if they want to be a guest on your show?
Just private message me on Instagram if you want. You can private message me on Facebook. My Facebook is Sophia Morgan. You can private message me on there. You can email me. My email is on my Instagram page, and I also have a website that if you want to buy the creams, it's just glowmoisturizer.com. Glowmoisturizer.com. Pretty simple. And yeah, if you want to buy the cream, you can just order it. It'll be shipped to you the next day.
Awesome. So, thank you so much, Safia, for joining us today.
Thank
It was a
you.
pleasure having you. And I think having a strategy for any platform, be it in Instagram or be it you're on Facebook, it is a very important part for your marketing. And I feel like
Mhm.
many small businesses right now, because of COVID, many small businesses are hurting, and sometimes they don't have that much budget to just go after monetizing their page, and they're looking to grow through maybe organically. So I think having that strategy is very, very important, because once you know whenever you're putting any effort to growing your page or growing your business, it will give you better results if you have a strategy in the beginning.
Yes, ma'am. I definitely agree with you.
So thank you so much for coming, and all of your tips and strategies all are very
Thank
valuable
you.
for us. because we see you as like when I saw your business, it's been a long time. Actually, I'm like, okay, I want to talk to her, or maybe she will be coming to digital marketing talks. So I was like, when I started searching about it, I was like, okay, she has really good customer base, and I'm sure you have put a lot of effort into it, doing that networking and doing that, bringing that
Mhm.
customer to your product, whatever you're selling, right? So, and it takes a lot of time, energy, effort, being a mom, and then doing a full-time job. It's not that easy, but I feel like that you have a really strong customer base that is backing you, and it's all because of all the strategies and effort that you have put in last 7 years. So thank you so much for coming today, and all the tips and tricks that you have shared with us. So if you have any question, leave us a comment below, and I will be happy to help you. If there is any topic that you want me to discuss at Digital Marketing Talks, let me know, and I will be happy to discuss about that. So thanks for watching. Happy marketing, everyone.